What advice would you give to Dave as somebody who is becoming a musician or attempting to become a rock star in his own right, going into it now? Because I feel like you have such a strong sense of self and a strong identity. And what advice would you give Dave?
First off, Dave, what do you play?
He's kind of playing guitar. He's learning to play the guitar.
I'm learning to play guitar. Sorry, my internet cut out there for a split second, but I'm learning guitar. I can play a couple of chords right now. I am learning a Rolling Stone song, a couple Foo Fighters songs as we speak. But the answer is I don't play a single thing.
Okay. So I think first off, spend some time getting the craft down. Okay, so anybody who's just getting started, obviously, the thing is just find a way to get hooked. So don't worry about reading music. Don't worry about learning all the technical exercises. Right out of the gate, just get yourself hooked. And I say this for anybody, I want my kid to play music. The most important thing right out of the gate, get hooked. Find something that just makes it so you absolutely love it. And if that means playing Foo Fighters songs, playing Chili Peppers songs, Rolling Stones songs, whatever it is, just find a way to get hooked and learn to play those. And you're going to inherently learn some technique when you're learning those songs. So right out of the gate, I would say just practice, find a bunch of tunes that are really fun for you to play. Keep it fun, because that's what it should be about.
Of course.
And then once you're a little bit hooked and you're finding barriers, practice some technique to get that down. Practice the actual craft of playing the guitar. But then as far as most people who know how to play, and they want to get more recognition, or they want to get a career going, or find some sort of notoriety, I think the thing that you have to do is figure out okay, so Dave, you are going to be one of hundreds of thousands of guitar players on the internet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right. And and even more in the world. So why should anybody care about you? And that's what you have to ask yourself. And I think the thing about that is that the cool thing is there is definitely something to care about in every person who's playing an instrument. And you don't have to be the absolute best. It's how do you find a way to express and share who you are as a person through your instrument? So so I think first, finding your own identity and what you believe as a person, and what your guiding light as a person is. And then how can you manifest that through the instrument? That to me is the fast track to forming a magnet to yourself. So finding out what is most magnetic about you as a person, and then applying that to your instrument. I know I'm not the greatest, the fastest guitar player in the world, but I have a unique voice, and I have something where if you hear me on a record, you'll know that it's me. For better or worse. And I can turn that off. I can make it so I can change the way that I play so it's more elusive on who it is or whatever, just so it kind of fits in the mold. But if I want you to know that it's me when I'm playing, I know exactly how to do that.
How young were you when you realized your own voicing? Like when you realized that you had a Cory Wong sound or a Cory Wong feel?
I think it's after I turned 30.
Oh,
so
really?
Totally. And this is the funny thing, is that so many people in college are like, I haven't found my voice. I have no idea. It's like, yeah, neither did I for a lot of years. And I think part of it was I wasn't really looking in the right place. I was trying to find my identity in sounding like Pat Metheny.
Everybody
sounding
else's
like
identity.
Prince. Yeah.
Yeah.
And not necessarily finding my own unique thing. Now, would I change that path? Would I go back and tell myself to find that at age 22? I don't know, because part of what has defined my sound now is the fact that I spent so much time trying to mimic Pat Metheny, trying to mimic John Scofield, or Prince, or John Frusciante, whatever, James Valentine, all these, or Rob Harris from Jamiroquai, all these people that I really looked up to and really studied what they do, informed my decisions on how to find my own voice and picking different things from these different people. So I think that's the main thing. But for some people, it takes a long time. You know, there's artists that find the very magnetic and potent voice when they're 16 or when they're 25. For me, it didn't happen until I was, 31.
think I'm kind of coming to that point in my life now where like I'm starting to see that the entire journey leading up to this point was necessary to get to where we're going now. And it's kind of
Totally.
in that way that you're saying, like, I had to try and mimic all these different people in order to find who I was, is really interesting to say.